Beans take me back to my days as a minor league baseball player. My best buds were the Latinos. They called me Chino Hermano. Chino, Chino, Chino. That's what they'd always say because I spoke Spanish to them 3 hours a day. One thing that I would do when I would eat with them is we would eat arroz con pollo, arroz con frijoles, a lot of amazing food. Of course, I put my own touch on this, wouldn't claim this for 1 second to be authentica. This is the Chef Alex way. We take shortcuts and we're adding a lot of bacon, a lot of onions because that's how we make everything taste good. Let's see how we did. Unbelievable. Unbelievable on its own or on the side. Chef Alex doesn't miss. You might have had Chef Alex tacos, you might have had Chef Alex fajitas, but neither of them are complete without Chef Alex beans. These are an amazing staple that goes on the side or as a main dish because there's a lot of protein, good amount of carbs, all real ingredients. Check out how easy it is to make. You gotta be patient on this one though. Probably 25 minutes if you wanna cook it good, 10 minutes if you wanna take shortcuts. Super simple to make Chef Alex frijoles. All you need is bacon, some already cooked beans because we're gonna take all the shortcuts we can. We don't need to make the beans ourselves. It tastes just fine in the can. A little bit of bacon grease, cebolla, onion, if you don't speak Spanish, and of course our friend salt. First step is we're going to turn the flame on high because we want to get that pan nice and hot before we put anything on it. Next step is we're going to want to slice our bacon lengthwise like this. You might ask why. That just makes it the easiest to dice. Now, we don't actually need to wait for the pan to get hot. We're going to throw our chopped up bacon on there. Don't worry that it's balled up. We're going to stir it around. Once the bacon's on the pan, we're going to want to give it a little bit of a stir like this. Make sure that all sides cooking relatively evenly. We can take a break, get our onion out, and start chopping it. Take out the outer layer of the onion. Found it's easier to cut the onion first before removing the outer layer. So that's what we're going to do. And then unlike with the fajitas, we're going to want to chop these into nice little cubes because we want all of the onion to get exposed to that bacon grease. So I'm going to cut it this way too. Now that our bacon is getting a little bit toasty, we're going to want to put it on one side of the pan. Yes, we are segregationists when it comes to cooking. And then we're going to want to put a little bit of extra bacon grease on the other side. And then we're going to put our chopped onions in. Stir them around. Once the bacon and onions are almost ready, we're going to want to, of course, open our cans of black beans. We want to strain them. Take this, pour it out. We're going to want to get most of that liquid out. We're not going to get all that liquid out. That's okay. And we're going to keep stirring our bacon and onions because once we think they're almost done, they probably still need about 5 more minutes until they're done. Being real patient on this one. Now that the bacon is nearly burnt but not burnt, just about a minute away from being burnt, and now that the onions are browned at the tips, we're ready to segregate the onions and the bacon. Start pouring our beans on there. Scrape the bottom of the can, a little trick I've found for doing that. Can number 2. Pour them out. Same old trickski. And we're going to want to put a little bit of salt, maybe about a tablespoon of salt, half tablespoon of salt on the top. Look at that. Look at that, folks. We want to stir these beans. So they're all hot. And then we'll put that good stuff in the center. After about a minute where it's all in the pan, we can turn the flame off and we are ready to serve.